Barca told again Manchester United they want 85 million guaranteed for Frankie de Jong. No less than this. Guaranteed money, 85. This is what Barca are asking for Frankie de Jong. Ciao guys and welcome back on the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to discuss together about the transfer market, all the latest, all the transfer news. And today guys, it's time to answer on many things. Linked to Barcelona, in this case, as you can see from this boy, also to Manchester United. So let's clarify some situations. After the internal meetings that Barcelona had in the last 24 hours to discuss about their financial situation, now it will look completely different. And so let's jump into it together. And so guys, as we mentioned, it was an important day on Thursday for Barcelona to activate their different financial situation now after really complicated times. Now for Barca it will look different this summer, and this is why we have many stories linked to Barcelona and in this case to Manchester United for this man, Frankie de Jong. I wanted to clarify one point because many of you Barca fans, Man United fans asking me what happens now with Frankie after the official meeting at Barcelona happened in the last 24 hours. Well, what I'm told is that Manchester United and Barcelona are still in contact for Frankie de Jong. So it's not over because of this situation. The approach from the player is very clear. After the last game he had with the Dutch national team, he was pretty clear again. I am in the best club in the world. So Frankie de Jong is so relaxed, he's so happy at Barcelona, and he hopes to continue at Barcelona. But at the same point, he's given no indication to anyone on his future. So he's waiting to see what Barcelona will do and what Manchester United will do, because he knows so well that Manchester United are pushing and that Erik ten Hag is pushing to have him as more than a signing. Man United are convinced that Frankie would be more than a top player in the midfield, more than a fantastic midfielder. It would be a statement for Man United project. This is why they're still pushing. This is why the two clubs are still in direct contact since June 1st. So the negotiations are still ongoing. The opening bid, I told you, last week was a verbal one for 60 million euros plus 10 million euros add-ons. Barcelona said no. It was a verbal proposal because official bid will only be in case it will be completed, as always. But in this case, it's a verbal proposal turned down by Barcelona. Barca told again Manchester United they want 85 million guaranteed for Frankie de Jong. No less than this. Guaranteed money, 85. This is what Barca are asking for Frankie de Jong, even after the change in the financial situation. Let's see now what happens with Manchester United side, if they will be prepared to match this price tag or not, but conversations are still ongoing. Let me clarify one point. Why Frankie is still part of these negotiations and it's not over because of the financial situation of Barcelona? Because the real point for Barca, apart of the money they will get from the transfer of Frankie de Jong, is about the salary. The salary of Frankie de Jong this year, as part of his contract of the negotiations they had in the past, is a really big, huge salary. Too big for Barcelona as of today. So this is why they will have to negotiate with Frankie in case he will stay at the club, or they will need to sell him in case they will reach an agreement with Manchester United. This is why Man United are still hoping, and this is why there are still negotiations ongoing. Let's see what happens. Discussing of Barcelona, guys, they are preparing a new bid for Robert Lewandowski. Let me say that Robert has always been really super respectful with Barcelona. This is thanks to the incredible relationship between his super agent Pini Zahavi and the president of Barcelona, Juan Laporta. They have an agreement on the contract of Lewandowski since long time, since March, so everything is in place between Lewandowski and Barca, and he's waiting for Barca. He knows that they needed to clarify some situation on the financial point of view, but now he's expecting Barca to do a new bid, to make and submit a new bid to Bayern for him. So Chelsea interest is true since long time. Tuchel wanted him even last summer. Paris Saint-Germain have always been exploring this situation, but for Lewandowski, it's only Barcelona. But it's now up to Barcelona to reach an agreement with Bayern, or the situation could be still the same. So now Barca, they are preparing the new proposal, and let's see what happens. Lewandowski is waiting for them as priority, but we know that is important, the timing in the transfer market, as always. Guys, for Barcelona situation, let me say also about Bernardo Silva, that in case Frankie de Jong will leave the club this summer, Bernardo Silva is the favorite option of Xavi. You remember that meeting last week between Jorge Mendes and Xavi, and Barcelona board and Barcelona president Juan Laporta. In that meeting, I tweeted the day after, the real name they discussed was not a striker, was a midfielder, and was Bernardo Silva. This is a player that Xavi absolutely loves, but he knows that at the moment they need to clarify the situation of Frankie de Jong before jumping into this Bernardo Silva situation. But for sure, it's an obsession for Barcelona. Let's see if they will be able to find an agreement with Man City. We'll have to ask a really important fee for Bernardo. But from what I'm told, on player side, he would be happy to discuss his future with Barcelona in the coming weeks. So Bernardo is waiting to understand if Barca will be able to do it or not, and it could be linked to Frankie de Jong. So as you can see, guys, it's an incredible domino, but we are entering into important days and weeks. And so, guys, let me know your thoughts on these many situations with Frankie de Jong, with Lewandowski, with Bernardo Silva. I'm waiting, as always, guys, for you here in the comments. Remember to subscribe to the channel, guys, to support as always. Thank you. Remember to turn on the notification bell so you're not gonna miss any single video this summer, and see you soon with Fabrizio Romano.